Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning. Goodness, you have that, your eyebrows are all tensed up here this morning. What's going on?
Well, you know, I just unloaded before I went on the air just about the changes over the years, and you know how if people in this business today knew what it was like in the old days. I just had one of those moments.
Yeah. You did, and I agreed with you. I know. Yep. I'm old enough to kind of know what it was like in radio back in the old days.
It might relate.
Before technology really took over.
Well, it was the technology was old technology by the time we were starting in this business. And then along come the X's and O's and zeros and ones in the digital world.
Mm-hmm. I was here the first summer I started working here.
Well, I suppose you were.
Was the summer... yeah, shut up. Was the summer that you had just purchased your first CD player.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Big deal, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was a huge deal. You guys were playing records, and I remember you guys saying how cool it was to have a CD player. And so, yeah, we had one CD player over on the AM side.
Two turntables.
And two turntables, playing records and a CD.
Give you one more source that you could add so that you could get 3 songs set up to go. Oh, the good old days. And what reminded us of that this morning was we have a little birthday here in the studios to celebrate today, and we'll
kind of a big one too.
Yeah, big one.
Yeah.
It
has a 0 at the end of it.
Yep, that's always big. So we'll be celebrating that a little bit later on. Tell you who's having a birthday today, and of course I know with Facebook and all of that, you might already know.
Yeah,
it's another one of the new gadgets that came along with digital.
Mm-hmm.
Could communicate and spat back and forth and pass information along that may or may not be true.
We could probably include this person's name in the celebrity birthdays that we do.
Hey, let's do.
Because he'd be a celebrity, right?
Yeah, good idea. Let's do that right now.
Oh, do it right now, okay.
See, he's not here to defend himself.
No.
So if you're having a birthday today, you're celebrating locally with Tammy Chad Chapin, Hadley Storms, Jake Rosentrader, Tyler Burnett, Stacy Erstrom, also celebrating a birthday today, and our own Jeremy Shipe.
Yes. Do we say how old he is?
Yeah, go ahead.
30.
30 years old today.
The big 3-0.
Wow. It's amazing. That's what started the whole train of thought today, knowing that Jeremy turned 30 today. And that makes...
Probably doesn't even know how to spin a record, does he?
I'll have to ask him.
Does he ever spin a record and queued it up to play it live on the air?
We'll have to find out.
I know Gavin has, because he's went into the AM side and where we have a record player.
Turntable, yeah. We'll have to ask him. I bet he has. He's
you
kind
think?
of the kind of guy that I would think that want to try.
I bet he hasn't.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay.
And if you are celebrating a birthday today with the folks we just mentioned, including Jeremy, You're celebrating your birthday with Rod Stewart.
Oh, wow. I'm going to take a guess.
All right.
74.
77.
Oh, well, kind of close.
He's a Hall of Fame singer-songwriter, was a member of the Jeff Beck Group when he first got started, and the album Faces was his breaking out solo album, and it was one of the best-selling of all times. It's a good album. Jared Kushner is 41 today, real estate developer. The former first son-in-law was senior advisor to President Trump. Donald Fagen is 74 today. You know Donald?
Yes. Well, I don't know him personally,
No,
but
I don't either.
I know the name.
Steely Dan,
Yeah.
one half of Steely Dan. Very successful solo career, and along with being a member of Steely Dan, was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2001. And Pat Benatar
Oh, wow.
is 69
Really?
today. And she has been performing since her debut album in 1979. And her longtime music and mate have been making music together just about that long.
Wow.
She has not been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because
Why?
she stepped on some toes years ago. She was interviewed a while back and said she really doesn't care if she's inducted because they didn't play by the rules in the music business and go through all the little hoops that these music producers expected, and so she doesn't know whether she'll ever get in or not. Doesn't really care.
Yeah. Did you read or see Ted Nugent's rant? Man, what's wrong with me this morning? His rant about people who have not been inducted into the Hall of Fame.
No.
I didn't know the band Styx is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Is that true?
I don't know. If you're a Styx fan, that might upset you. It doesn't bother me at all.
Well, I understand. But just looking at some of the people who are in, you know, and you think of Styx.
Pretty big band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of groundbreaking in some ways, I think.
I'd agree. He got all upset about it, did he?
I think, yeah. I don't know how recently. I just happened to be reading an article, and he kind of went on a rant about some people who are in and other people who haven't gotten in yet. He may have even mentioned Pat Benatar. I'm not sure.
He may have.
Yeah.
Now, Joe Walsh, I remember we had a show on with Joe Walsh. Can't remember which one it was. An older show that we used to have on all the time. It would Redbeard, I think it was.
Oh yeah.
And he played with Ted Nugent in a band or two, and he's not a big fan of Ted.
Oh really?
Nugent.
Okay. By the way, Ted's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame either.
Oh, maybe that's why.
I think that's what caused the rant in the first place. I don't know.
Oh.
They asked him about it, and he was like Pat Benatar. I don't care. And then he went on a rant about people who aren't in.
Yeah.
And he did mention some names that really
surprising.
Yeah, blew my mind. Going, yeah, why aren't they in?
Well, you got to believe that, as Pat Benatar mentioned, there's a whole lot of politics in the music business, and if you make the wrong people mad, you know, you may not make it in. And she certainly doesn't act like it bothers her at all. Her and her husband have been making great rock music for a long time and still enjoy it. So, and they've done really well.
Yeah, I would
together.
say yes. Yeah.
So today we have a kind of a light show today, both ways, a lighthearted show and a light schedule today.
Okay.
But we'll get some guests in here a little bit later on and play some music for you. I thought maybe we might dabble in some country today, and I'd ask for your assistance.
Oh yeah, what kind? What era? Maybe that's the way. Is that the way you break down country music now? Is you say what era? Because I mean it's different.
Yeah.
As you go from decade to decade.
It is. I think you've mentioned before that the 1990s is one of the most popular decades for country.
I think so. Of course, I mean, I grew up, you know, and
80s,
started
90s.
my radio career in the 90s
Yeah.
and played a lot of it. So, but yeah, I thought the 90s in country music was one of the best decades.
I think there's writers that agree with that, and was still depending on your taste, going pretty well right into the early 2000s, and then as time went through into the 2000s, we got more of a
little more poppy,
hip hop feel to it, and so that is something that we don't play a lot of anymore. We kind of, when we went pure country, that kind of took care of that. But I like some of the 70s, 60s, way back even into the 50s, and that's why we have the pure country nuggets for you. We get a lot of comments about that, so we'll bounce it around a little today and just play some country for you. We haven't did just country for a while. I think we got off on a little tangent or two with Johnny Cash and some other things here off and on, but we'll just stick with country today.
Sounds good.
And we have a new CD player here.
I saw that. It's very nice.
Yeah, got that in yesterday, and it's got all kinds of fancy lights on it.
Yeah, I know. It looks fancy. I don't know if I can figure out how to run it, but...
Well, you can even put a USB in. There's a USB connection there. And you can make it repeat the same piece of song over and over again. Val showed me yesterday.
Wow, neat.
Yeah. And I went, oh, that's nice. I hope I can run it. But we'll give it a try.
That sounds good.
So we'll give that a try today. It sounded great when he played on it yesterday.
Yeah. I wonder if people ever realize they could experience two people's excitement over a CD player.
Well, this one...
Because we're excited.
This one is
people
the one
out there going, I didn't even know they made CD players anymore.
Well, this one here is hard to get now because they're not making very many CD players. And Val and Sherry, they run Central Electronics is where Val Lane has his shop in Kearney, and his wife Sherry sells DJ equipment for like people who go out and do dances and weddings and that sort of thing. So this is kind of a hard to get that I don't even know you can get anymore. She had one left in stock.
Oh.
So Val took the old one back. He's going to rebuild that so we have a backup in case
nice.
one of the other ones. But we'll give it a try a little bit later on.
Okay.
And let's play the game.
Okay.
You want to do the menus first?
Oh, we can. Yeah.
I mean, I want to work with you in any way I can.
Well, you're the leader. Okay. I'm the follower. I'm here to follow you.
Oh, boy. Well, then, shall we do the school lunch menus together?
Let's do.
All right.
You want me to start?
Would you?
Okay. Sandhills Public School today in Dunning. Macaroni and cheese and a ham patty for lunch at Sandhills.
Let's see if I can adjust this a little bit. There we go. At Ansley today, it's chicken stir fry.
Callaway today serving oven-fried chicken.
And at Anselmo Myrna today, it's pizza, pasta bake, and garlic breadsticks, popcorn chicken bites with garlic breadsticks, fresh baked ham and cheese sub, steamed carrots, fruit and veggie bar, and milk.
Broken Bow Middle and High School today featuring pizza, pasta bake with garlic breadstick, popcorn chicken bites with garlic breadstick, fresh baked ham and cheese sub, and a crispy chicken salad with roasted flatbread. The choices today at Broken Bow.
Sumner, Eddyville, Miller, excuse me, it's Turkey and Noodles Day today.
At Arnold today, chicken patty on a bun.
Thedford, chicken strips and carrots and fruit and vegetables and milk.
Some of the choices at Gothenburg today, yogurt parfait, crispy burritos and pizza at Gothenburg.
And today at Loop City, they're having Rebel Lunza. Is that the way you say it?
Yeah, I think so.
Rebel Lunza, or turkey and cheese foil wrap and oven potatoes.
And at Sargent today, chicken and rice soup or ham and bean soup, cookie, fruit cup, crackers and cheese, milk, and a salad bar at Sargent.
All right, now we can play the game. And what do we have for a prize, and what questions are you asking this week?
All right, we'll give you a chance to win a free personal pan pizza, one topping from Pizza Hut today. January 18th is Thesaurus Day.
Oh, boy.
A day that commemorates the Thesaurus, a book that lists words in groups of synonyms and related concepts. So we're going to test your knowledge of synonyms. All right. Oh, my goodness. I don't know if I can even pronounce this word. A dirigible?
I have no idea.
A dirigible is not common these days, but they were quite the technology in the early 1900s. What, may I ask, is a dirigible? You have any idea?
I do not.
Here's your choices: a record player, a sewing machine, a telegraph line, or a zeppelin. A dirigible. What is it? Is it a record player, a sewing machine, a telegraph line, or a zeppelin? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
It's midnight. Banking time. Really? Well, yeah. I just got back from watching my son play the sport he loves 2.5 hours away. My family's asleep, and I have a little bit of quiet. Need to look at and sign our loan renewal? Done. Need to deposit a check? On it. Need to transfer some money to my daughter in college? Taken care of. Nebraska State Bank has the ability to make sure I can do my banking when it fits my schedule. So yeah, midnight is banking time. My banking time.
Nebraska State Bank, Broken Bow, Callaway, Myrna. Member FDIC.
For those 62 years of age and for those that are handicapped or disabled regardless of their age, the Grand Generation Manor in Callaway has affordable housing available. An equal housing opportunity provider and employer. They're located at 200 South Grand Avenue in Callaway. The Grand Generation Manor.
All right, we have David on the line. Good morning, David.
Good morning, guys. How are you today?
We're doing well for a Monday. How about you?
Same, David, same. It's definitely Monday.
Yeah, it sure is. Here's Brent with your question.
Okay, David, what is a dirigible? Is it a record player, a sewing machine, a telegraph line, or a zeppelin?
It'd be a Zeppelin.
You're right. Yeah. Congratulations. It is a zeppelin. What? I feel terrible about asking this. What's a zeppelin?
Oh.
Well, as a matter of fact, do you remember the Hindenburg?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Led Zeppelin, the Zeppelin.
Yes, and on the cover of the Led Zeppelin album.
Oh, okay.
You got it.
It blew up. It was with hydrogen.
Oh, okay.
And it's called a dirigible.
A dirigible.
Dirigible.
All right. Well, I was kind of close.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah. Well,
He's having a bad day.
all of my, if any of my former instructors in school are listening today, they have shut off the radio and they're going, "Where did we go wrong?"
Actually, it was kind of humorous, Brent. I kind of laughed when you said that.
Oh, thanks. We try to entertain. So, David, thanks for calling, and we got a certificate for a personal pan pizza at Pizza Hut. Come on out and see us.
All right, you bet. Have a great day, guys.
You too.
All right.
You know what is Zeppelin? I mean, you've seen the humanity when it blows up, and
Yeah.
okay, all right. So
But the Hindenburg, that was called a zeppelin.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
yeah,
I knew that. I didn't know
Sorry.
the question.
yeah.
Yeah.
Brent's struggling a little bit today.
All right.
I wouldn't have been able to pronounce that any
I
better
wouldn't
than
have
Brent,
either. I wouldn't have
guarantee.
either.
Thank you.
Hey, before we get into all the great prices out at the grocery cart, have you guys seen the commercial on TV about Velveeta?
I mean, don't they always have commercials?
Oh, they got a new
Well,
one.
the liquid gold one.
Yeah.
I remember.
Liquid gold.
Gold.
I love that. Don't you guys? Liquid gold,
Does that
Velveeta.
get you excited for
Oh,
the
man,
Velveeta meal?
It makes my voice get high. I mean, it's just so exciting.
Well, did you know this week we have Velveeta Skillet meals,
Oh.
$2.78 each from our grocery department.
How do those work?
It's kind of like a hamburger helper type
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Yeah, box meal.
That sounds delicious.
You better
real cheese in a box.
You better
Real
grab some.
cheese.
I mean, guys, life is good.
I will tell you, I was thinking over New Year's Day. On New Year's Day, one of the musts at the Apperson household is the Velveeta with Rotel in it,
some
and
cheese
chips. Yep. And then, kind of in honor of you, my wife the other day made a grilled cheese and used Velveeta.
The best kind.
And I got to admit, it was really good.
Like off the block Velveeta or
Off the block.
Oh, my.
Velveeta. Yeah, not the Velveeta singles, which you can get, right?
Yeah, you sure can.
Okay.
So,
But yeah, this was
that's
off
great.
the block.
Now, did you when Shelley was maybe preparing that? Did you sneak in there and take a little slice off the block and just eat it?
No, I did not.
Oh my gosh, that is that's like going to heaven.
Is it?
And you don't even have to come back.
You guys are a couple of cheesemongers.
Yeah. And cheese
We've been
heads.
said we're cheesy before, Steve. Steve Fowler grocery cart, heads up the store with all the great values out there. You got a new sweater?
Yeah.
That's good looking.
We have cold weather apparel that we sign up for every fall. So, yeah, it's a new one. See how long it lasts.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you wear them out quicker than most people carrying
Maybe.
freight and all that stuff.
Yeah, a little bit.
Wear them out in the front.
Usually it's getting ice melt, salt on it. And,
That'll do it.
And stuff like that, yeah.
Well, you won't be doing that until the tail end of this week. Did you hear the forecast?
I did not. I mean, I see that it's nice this
It's
week.
going to be in the 50s and 60 on Thursday in January. That's
Wow.
crazy. So get out and shop. You don't have to even worry about slipping and sliding to get there.
That's true.
And the values are, as usual, very, very good. What do you have for us?
Well, let's lead it off. Usually I end it, but let's lead it off. There's a new free products with points. So people that have their rewards card and use the products are very familiar with these lists. It's a new today through February 7th. And I won't go through all the minor details, but here's some of the items you could get free with your points. Best Choice chocolate chip variety cookies, Best Choice chunky style soups, Clausen pickles from the meat department, hot cocoa mix, canned chicken broth by Best Choice, Totino's pizza rolls in a small box, Best Choice variety of sodas, pops, whatever you might call those, in the 12-pack variety in the cans. Quaker Oats, 18-ounce canister, whether it's the quick or the old-fashioned. Kraft macaroni and cheese. Daisy cottage cheese in a 24-ounce container, and select varieties of Kellogg's cereals, 10 to 15 ounces. So you can use your points for some great items, or you can go to Casey's in Broken Bow and save on gas.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. And if you haven't signed up for a grocery cart rewards card, it's super easy. Just ask a cashier or ask someone in the front office. We'll get you a form. You fill it out. You can either fill it out on the spot, but regardless, most of the time we don't get that put in until the next day, and then you can pick up your card at the store at your convenience.
All right, sounds great.
Yeah. So let's hop into the ad for the week to this January 10th through January 16th. You can save on all these wonderful goods at the grocery cart. We'll start at the fresh meat department at the GK. Ground fresh daily, 85% lean ground round, $4.18 a pound. That's my go-to for standard taco meal or sloppy joes or whatever. It's got not too much and not too little fat, so 85 is just about perfect for almost any meal. Boneless pork loin, 8-pound average, $2.28 a pound. I have round roaster steak, and of course this is Grocery Cart's premium aged choice certified Angus beef. I have round roaster steak, $5.98 a pound. Hormel Natural Choice boneless country style pork ribs, $2.98 a pound. And as always, chicken is quite affordable. We've got the Best Buy frozen, boneless, skinless chicken breasts, $2.98 a pound. And then you can pick up a bag of 2.5-pound boneless, skinless chicken thighs by Best Choice. So those are nice to have in the freezer as well sometimes to just take out and enjoy a meal. $8.68 each for those this week. Ballpark Meat Franks, 2 for $5. Smithfield smoked sliced bacon, 12-ounce packages, $4.98 each. We also have some great deals throughout the rest of the store, but don't forget to check out the entire meat department for all the varieties and good stuff you can pick up for your meals this week. GK Dairy Deals, we've got Noosa yogurt. Who would have thought we would introduce an H into the spelling of yogurt? I don't know. It's always been without an H.
Yeah, why is that?
Well, they must think it's fancy to have yogurt. It looks like yogurt.
Oh, a little catchier.
Yeah. Yogurt.
That sounds foreign.
I know. Maybe it is a foreign company. Noosa yogurts are 3 for $5. Super delicious yogurts there. Simply orange juice, 52 ounces, 2 for $7. Best Choice yogurt, 5 for $2. They spell their yogurt without an H, so they're quite traditional, those Best Choice folks.
You have the choice if you want to go traditional or non.
Or fancy.
Yeah, or
fancy schmancy.
Yeah. Hootie tootie.
Let's see here. We've got some other great deals in the dairy, so definitely check all those out as well. Frozen foods at the GK. Mr. Dell's hash browns, $2.78 each. Eggo waffles, 2 for $4. Hot Pockets, 2 for $4. And Innovation entrees, $5.28 each. So they're boxed entrees with different styles of chicken, whether it's broccoli. I'm sorry, maybe it's steak too, but there's some like broccoli chicken, broccoli steaks, fried rice, so you can make your own home Asian entrees just in the oven. So those are kind of nice as well. A lot of other great deals throughout the frozen department, including all those orange tag specials you can find throughout all the departments in the store, but primarily dairy, frozen, and grocery have the most of them, and we keep those updated weekly so you can save some extra money throughout the GK. Grocery savings this week. Frito-Lay varieties, we've got Ruffles, $2.98. Frito-Lay Cheetos or Fritos, $3.48. So those Fritos are great with chili. I know it's not going to be super cold, but it's still chili fixin' weather. So pick up all those chili fixins at the GK as well, including Keebler Zesta saltine crackers, 2 for $5. If you just want some canned soup, Campbell's Chunky or Homestyle soups are a great addition to your pantry, 3 for $5 there. Some Pepsi and Coke products on ad this week. The Pepsi 6-pack half liters are 3 for $10. Pepsi 12-pack cans and 8-pack bottles, and Coke 8-pack bottles and 12-pack cans, both 3 for $14. So you could mix and match, buy one, buy 20. It's all the same price regardless, but all your favorite pops on sale this week at the GK. Let's see, we've also got some nice bread, Sara Lee Artisano bread, $2.78, and as we mentioned earlier, Velveeta skillets, top of the line dining for only $2.78 each. Find them over in aisle 3. If you're looking for the finest of dining, pick up Velveeta skillets.
That's
today
fancy.
at the GK.
That'll take you up a notch or two.
I'm getting paid for that advertisement. Velveeta's, just pay me.
Okay,
they have a nice little liquid gold sticker on the corner of their check.
Yes.
With the liquid gold pouring. It's a really nice looking check.
That would be. Could eat it too.
Just kidding, of course. Best Choice beans, canned beans, 68 cents each. Kraft macaroni and cheese dinners, 5-pack. Definitely fill up the pantry with those for the kids and yourself, $4.48 each. Kellogg's Pop-Tarts, 8-count varieties, 2 for $4. Kellogg's cereals, select varieties, 3 for $5. So a lot of great deals throughout the grocery department this week at the GK. Always a good day to pick up some farm fresh produce at the GK. Always great varieties, great healthy items. If you're in that resolution mode and trying to get a little healthier, that is definitely the department I would visit first.
I got to tell you, your squash right now is excellent.
Awesome.
Yeah. Had it last night. Ooh, it was good.
Butternut, spaghetti, acorn.
Butternut, yeah.
And butternut.
I think so. I really don't know my squash, but it had butter in it. I'm not sure what it was really good.
The green one's an acorn, and then I believe spaghetti is yellow.
No, this was more green.
So it's probably an acorn squash.
Yeah. With Irish butter in it. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Sounds great. Did you share some with your neighbor?
No, my neighbor, I don't share squash with neighbors.
That's good because I don't like squash. So
you don't like squash?
No, I do not.
Oh my gosh! No. See, I don't know if we're compatible as neighbors at all.
Oh no!
But as long as you don't like squash, we'll eat it at our house. It's good.
There you go.
It's really good what you have right now, honestly.
Yeah. Well, good. That's what I like to hear. And other things that you can pick up on ad this week, 5-pound bag, Best Choice red potatoes, 2 for $5. Great addition to any stew, or maybe you're making a roast. Definitely pick up those potatoes this week, as well as sweet yellow onions, 88 cents a pound. We have red or green seedless grapes, $2.88 a pound. Navel oranges, 88 cents a pound. Grape tomatoes, 10 it's definitely not a 10-pound package. I just saw this error, so it makes me smile.
10 pounds of grape tomatoes.
10-ounce package.
Man, that's a lot of little tomatoes there.
You can make a whole bunch of spaghetti with that.
You want to make our produce department manager laugh, go ask him for the 10 pounds of grape tomatoes, 2 for $4.
Happy Monday.
10 ounces, I'm sure.
Ounces, yeah.
Grape tomatoes, 2 for $4. Fresh lemons and limes. And we've got 2 for $1 on the lemons and 5 for $2 on the limes. So it's not life if there's a few accidents once in a while, and that one's kind of a funny one, so we'll take it. Bolt House baby carrots, 1-pound package, 98 cents each. Fresh Deli always got the goods going on for your meals, easy meals throughout the week. You can pick out from our grab-and-go case sandwiches and smokehouse options like burnt ends, pulled pork, a lot of good deals there. Sandwich wraps, prepackaged salads, pre-sliced meats and cheeses, and the list goes on and on. You could have a couple meals for 4 or 5 days just out of that case alone. And then you've got Chester's famous chicken, fried every day, Sunday through Friday. Of course, we're still closed on Saturdays, unfortunately. We're able to snag a hire this week, so that helps, but we still need some help there, a deli manager, some full-time help. So, little plug here on the hiring piece. If you're looking for a job in the new year, come see the GK, see Steve. We've got some great positions open throughout the store. So, and some of them have some really good flexible hours as well. Not all of them, but some of them. So definitely come see Steve on that. But back on the deli scene, get those Chester's meals. Let's see, we've got Monday and Tuesday, Chester's number 3 meal for $8.98. That's 4-piece tenders, 2 sides and a drink. And Wednesday is Wings Day. We also have Thursday and Friday, Chester's number 4 meal, 2-piece chicken, 1 side and a drink for $7.98. On ad this week as well, we've got Black Forest ham, of course, always sliced to order. Kretschmar goodness, $7.48 a pound. American white or yellow cheese, $4.98 a pound. If you're looking for a great melting cheese besides just sliced cheese, that American cheese is great for that as well. If you want to make your own queso, have them lop off some chunks of, I like the white cheese for queso. Of course, like I've talked about in produce, we carry that. You just buy it and dip away, or you can make your own with this American cheese. I've done that before as well. Let's see, what else in the deli? Of course, we have those rotisserie chickens fresh every day, and then there are plenty of salads to choose from, whether they're cold, and then the hot sides as well to go with those Chester's meals. And then don't forget the neighbors' sushi department there. They're there today, so count on sushi today. I know they've been a little sporadic, and I don't know why I'm apologizing. They're a separate entity, but I feel bad that they're not as consistent as they need to be, but I think they're working on that. Yeah. So you can definitely count on sushi today, this Monday, at the GK. GK Bakery and Fresh Bakery, we've got some great deals this week. Turnovers. Let's hope the Huskers have less of those this coming year. Fresh baked turnovers. Fresh baked turnovers, 3-count, $3.48 each. And JJ snack pies in a box, 4 ounces, 3 for $2. Stop by the wine and spirits section to definitely look up a new favorite, an old favorite, or maybe a local favorite, because we have super local items like Kincaidor, and we have other Nebraska wines and spirits as well. Rewards bonus items this week. We have Zatarain's smoked sausage from the meat department, lunch meat section, $3.98, earned 400 points. Fresh blueberries, 2 for $5. That's a 6-ounce package, 250 points each on those. Reese's salads, 15-ounce salads out of the grab-and-go case, $2.98 each, earned 300 points. So If you're looking for a great salad to go with sandwiches or any meal, those are a great go-to. Plus, you get the points. King's Hawaiian sliced bread, 2 for $7, earn 350 points each. Best Choice juices, 64 ounces, 2 for $5, 250 points each. General Mills cereals, select varieties, 2 for $5, earn 250 points each. Crystal Farms grated Parmesan cheese, top off that spaghetti just right. 318 canister and 350 points each. And last but not least, fill that freezer or deep freeze with Totino's Party Pizzas. 10 ounces, 3 for $4, earn 150 points each.
Fantastic. The point system, all the values, and then you have the little signs all over the place that are not advertised specials, right?
Right. All those orange tag savings, free items with points, earn extra points with the rewards bonus items each week in our ad. So a lot of stuff there. If you have any questions regarding any of that, our associates would be happy to answer, because I know that kind of gets confusing. What's free? What's bonus points? And we can help you work through those items. There's a nice little kiosk over in Produce. If you're looking for a new recipe, hit that up or print off coupons in real time and add them to your rewards card over there. You can select and clip digital coupons off of that kiosk to your rewards card and get them that day. So that's really awesome, too. So check out that kiosk. Plenty of Valentine's candy. I know it's a ways away over in aisle 1. That's the next seasonal item. A lot of folks have been buying that up. It's super popular for some reason. Those jelly hearts and cinnamon hearts and all that. It's going fast already. So get over there and get it while it's there. And we hope everyone has a great January.
All right, Steve. Quick question.
On a serious note, of course.
Well, before you got into the grocery business, did you do any acting, like television or movies?
Not unless it was... I'm going to probably regret saying this. I did not, no. Okay. But as kids, we would... You know how you can cover a certain part of the cassette tape and record over it?
Oh, yeah.
We would have some fun. My brother and I and our cousin, we would record and try to be funny on cassette tape like that. So, yeah.
All right.
That's the most acting I did, and the only ones that heard it were us, pretty much. So,
does that tape still around you?
I'm sure it is. My mom better not be listening right now, because I'm sure she will unearth that thing and it'll get out.
Well, I asked that because my wife and I were watching this show yesterday evening, and Joan says, that guy looks like Steve Fowler out at the grocery cart. I said, he does. He was a little heavier set than you are, but you looked a lot alike. I thought maybe you did a little acting before you got into the grocery business.
No, thank you.
Okay.
No. Just a little farming. That's about it. Yeah.
Well, you're probably better off for it.
I suppose so. And
one of those snooty actors.
All the young kids out there heard something they've probably never heard before, covering a cassette tape and recording over it, you know.
We have a couple of our boys, too, doing that.
Yeah.
It's fun to keep them and then bring them out like at Christmas or something. Don't you think, Brent?
Yeah.
Steve, thanks a lot.
You betcha. Thanks, guys.
You bet. Steve Fowler at the Grocery Cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow, open 7 days a week for your convenience.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. The sun's come up over a New York City high-rise where 19 people died when a malfunctioning space heater ignited a massive fire. 9 of the victims were children. Mayor Eric Adams.
It's a very significant moment to have just the unification of our city during this time of a tragedy.
The CDC says an average of 824 kids were admitted to U.S. hospitals in a week. Dr. Lara Shikardumian at Texas Children's.
I can tell you with certainty that vaccinated children do not get critically ill from COVID and end up in the ICU.
Novak Djokovic cleared by a court to play at the Australian Open. Tennis star's uncle tells Serbia's GB News there's another decision pending.
The state lawyer, he's threatening that Minister for Immigration can overrule decision of the court and can arrest him again.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here is a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. Fellows data mapping has been called crucial to a broadband grant that will install fiber optic line along Highway 75 from Nemaha to Otoe counties. Dan Swanson with News Channel Nebraska has more.
Ken Edwards, a lead fellow serving the Auburn Economic Development Council, says it's not hard to get testimonies in rural Nebraska about frustration over internet speeds, but solutions take actual data. Lead for Nebraska fellows Oliver Borchers-Williams and Michael DeWiggins, who are serving Southeast Nebraska Development District, provided that data for a recent grant to pay half of the cost for Pinpoint Communications to install a $2 million fiber cable along Highway 75 to connect Nemaha County to lines in Otoe County.
We're elated that we were able to receive this grant, because I mean we wouldn't be here if we didn't believe in the service that we're providing and the work that's being done.
The reality for rural homes is that high-speed fiber optics can cost $1,000 per mile to install, and providers see the economic sense of building for higher population areas. The fellows applied for a state grant using federal American Recovery Funds.
So this created a bridge for that gap so that communities could afford better internet, basically. And so our goal was to identify areas that are underserved and, find the best ways to serve them.
He said the application was challenged by current providers who contend that service is already adequate.
Michael and Oliver's testing data showed that the internet service is way lower than what many people are either paying for or even below like the federal minimums of what providers are supposed to offer. So by building up Highway 75 and connecting into Otoe County, it creates a loop so that if the internet goes down to Tecumseh, then Southeast Nebraska doesn't lose internet.
The Development Council says many Nemaha County residents do not have high-speed internet. Actual download speeds are around 12 megabytes, less than half of the federal minimum of 25 megabytes.
This is a big win that took a lot of work. Oliver and Michael, they worked tirelessly with mapping data because when the grant had been challenged, and so we had to prove that it was doing good.
Edwards said work will continue this year to begin expanding fiber out to 180 homes along the highway and into towns like Julian and Peru. The ADC encourages residents to test their internet speeds at nebraskaspeedtest.org. From Auburn, I'm Dan Swanson, News Channel Nebraska.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Checking the final Sunday of the NFL regular season, and what a way to close it out with a thriller Sunday night in Vegas where the Raiders get by the Chargers 35-32 in overtime. Chargers had 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion late to tie it and force overtime. Vegas kicker John Carlson booted 2 field goals in the OT, including the game winner with no time left on the clock. If both teams had tied, they both would have made the playoffs, but the Raiders are in. 49ers rallied on 17-0, beat the Rams on the road 27-24 in overtime to get into the playoffs. Seahawks beat the Cardinals 38-30. It was the Jaguars over the Colts 26-11. Indy had to win that game to get into the playoffs. They lose, and that opened the door for the Steelers, who beat the Ravens 16-13 in overtime to punch their playoff ticket. Buccaneers over the Panthers 41-17. Titans down the Texans 28-25. It was the Lions over the Packers 37-30. Bills beat the Jets 27-10. Dolphins over the Patriots 33-24.
Here's your weatherology forecast. High temperatures climbing up into the lower 50s for today. We'll see a good deal of sun. Then for tonight, mostly clear skies, dropping to a low of 21. Tuesday's high temperatures approaching the mid-50s. That stretch of sunny weather looks to continue. And much the same for your Wednesday, abundant sunshine up to 55 degrees. Thursday's highs approach 60. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situations change? Hi, I'm Janet Lawhorn.
And I'm Tim McCaslin.
Your local Edward Jones financial advisors. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you.
We'll create a personalized financial strategy backed by our advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track, no matter what happens. Contact us today at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
8:15, 10 degrees outside under a clear sky. Wind's not a factor so far today. It's pretty nice for 10 degrees, honestly. Barometric pressure's at 30.48 and on a slow rise. Humidity at 78%. High temperature yesterday, not too bad, although that wind was a little cool yesterday. A high yesterday of 40 with an overnight low of 10. Sun set today at 5:28. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 8:04. And only 2/100ths precipitation measured so far this month of January. And as you know, December was very dry. So we still have that danger of fire out there. That's rather high for this time of year. So please be careful. My name is Dave Burney. I'm with Brent Apperson on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on a Monday. I'd like to back up just for a moment and talk a little bit about a fun radio broadcast to listen to on Saturday. And why not? Both the teams that went from this area in the ladies' showcase in basketball put on quite a show, an exciting couple of games there.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Big thank you to Broken Bow head girls basketball coach Kelly Cooksley, who really dreamed up this idea of a girls basketball showcase. There were 8 games that were played at Kearney High as part of the showcase on Saturday, and what a great day of girls basketball. I mean, every game was competitive and fun to watch, and we got to broadcast 2 of the best ones, honestly. Boy, the Anselmo Myrna Cross County game, which was the first game of the showcase, what a great game. I mean, it was well played, and then it goes to overtime, and Anselmo Myrna hangs on and wins by a point. So congratulations to them. And then later in the day, Broken Bow got the win over Auburn. So both of our area teams getting a win at the showcase. But it was a great event, and we had the opportunity to visit with Coach Cooksley for a little bit after Broken Bow played, and you could tell that he was very happy with the way the day went. And you can schedule games and you can schedule an event, but when you deal with something like this, what really makes the event is what happens on the court. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what happened on the court was some really good basketball. So. It was a great day to showcase girls basketball in the state of Nebraska, and it was really fun to be a part of it and to have a couple of area teams that we were able to cover. So it was a great day, and a big thanks to all of our sponsors that made it possible for us to be there, and it was a real fun day.
It was fun to listen to, and also, of course, you had wrestling results up on Sandhills and on the air this morning. Boy, we're going to have a lot of fun going into the postseason with wrestling, actually all the way through the rest of this season, because not only is Broken Bow having a good season, there's a lot of really good wrestlers from all over the area in the schools that are putting on quite the show. So this will be an exciting wrestling year, no doubt about it.
Yes, we're going to be really busy at the state tournament again. You can tell because we've got a lot of area kids who are wrestling exceptionally well, and we're going to have a lot of kids to cover once we get to Omaha. So we're looking forward to that.
All right. On the college side of things, kind of a disappointing day yesterday for the Lady Huskers. They were in it for most of the game, but they kind of got a little further behind than they wanted in that fourth period. So we had that on the air for you yesterday, and we'll be following the team. Tough. There's a bunch of tough teams out there, and I think they kind of recapped that yesterday at the end. Just get ready for some more of these kind of games where you're up against really good competition in the Big Ten. So we'll have some more of that for you. We'll have men's basketball tomorrow night, according to our sheet here, as they take on Illinois. So that's going to be here on KBBN, 6:30 pregame, 7:30 tip right here on KBBN tomorrow night. And then on Thursday, speaking of wrestling, going to tear into some wrestling.
We are, yeah. We're going to be at the middle school auditorium here in Broken Bow. We always do the triangular between Broken Bow, Valentine, and Gothenburg. And this year it's in Broken Bow, so we'll be at the middle school auditorium for that. And we do want to let you know that we're going to do a live video stream along with our radio call for the wrestling coming up on Thursday. The Broken Bow girls and boys basketball teams are going to be hosting Kearney Catholic that same night in the high school gym. So we contacted Broken Bow Schools and the Broken Bow Strive. The students are going to do the basketball that you can view, and we're going to take care of the wrestling. So that way everybody will have an opportunity to view what's happening at Broken Bow Schools on Thursday. And we'll plan to do that with duels between Broken Bow Gothenburg, Valentine Gothenburg, and Broken Bow Valentine. So that'll be fun.
All right. Friday, you've got another girl and boy doubleheader, Broken Bow at Wood River. And I see that will also feature video streaming on our platforms starting about 6 o'clock. Take Saturday off of sports, and then on Sunday we've got the Husker women's basketball team back at it again as they take on Iowa again. And that's a 12:45 pregame, 1 o'clock tip. So there's your sports schedule for the week.
Yeah.
Another busy one, and we hope that you'll be able to listen to all of those contests, or at least part of them, on KBBN 95.3, KBBN.com. We need to remind ourselves, to remind you folks out there that, again, we audio stream everything 24 hours a day off both our radio stations. So on KBBN, if you're too far out with a receiver to get KBBN 95.3, you can get it on your smartphone, on your computer. A lot of people plug in their phones right into their radios nowadays in their cars. So you can get to us. We can get to you, and we'll be offering that audio all the time. Never muted anymore, even during Husker contest. Thank goodness. So.
Yeah. And another thing that we maybe don't, well, I know we don't promote nearly enough, is when we do high school sports broadcasts, we archive those, and you can go back and listen to those. I know some people enjoy doing that. We really don't do any more of the recording games for people on CD or things like that like we used to in the past. We just put things on our website now. So if you go to either kbbn.com or kcni1280.com, just start the live stream for the radio station that the game appeared on, and then when the live stream starts, you'll see an archive tab. Just click on that, and that'll bring up a list of everything that's been archived, and you're more than welcome to go back and listen to some of our past broadcasts if you'd like to do that.
Thank you, Brent. That's our promos for today. As far as our coverage goes, we do want to talk a little bit later on about a job opportunity, but as promised, we're going to play some country music for you today.
Oh, good.
And so we're going to start with the Queen.
our busy schedule. Not sure if physical therapy can help? That's why we offer free pain assessments with a physical therapist. We'll evaluate one area that is causing you pain and provide our recommendations for treatment. If we can't help, we'll find you someone who can. To schedule your appointment or 15-minute free screening, call Pearson Physical Therapy at 308-872-5800. That's 872-5800. Or visit us on the web at pearsonpt.com. Pearson Physical Therapy. The treatment you need, the care you deserve.
Did you know that Off-Broadway in Broken Bow has apartment openings? And did you know that they have 5 different styles of apartments? That means it's easy to find one that fits what you need. Plus, you can move into Off-Broadway almost immediately. If you or a loved one are not sure if senior living is for you, talk to your friends at Off-Broadway and they'll show you the many options you have to choose from. At Off-Broadway, they serve 3 home-cooked meals a day, have numerous daily activities, transportation, and much more. Ask about their specials going on right now at Off-Broadway in Broken Bow.
Do you check your Google search results regularly? You should. People often get their first impression of you or your business online. Negative comments on the internet can impact your life and your livelihood. Take control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. It may reveal negative posts from an ex-employee, upset patient or client, news article, legal issue, or even exposed personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover what's lurking on the internet about you with reputationdefender.com's patented scan and get your free reputation report card. Or for immediate assistance with your reputation, call 800-401-6681. Our cutting-edge technology helps make your Google search results look their best. Call 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681. 800-401-6681. Or take the free scan at reputationdefender.com.
It is 8:27. Brent and Dave with you on The Breakfast Show. We're going to try out the new CD player here in a moment.
Good.
Give it a shot.
All right.
But I did want to remind folks out there, it's National Clean Your Desk Day.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? I kind of did that right away this morning.
Perfect, because the second Monday in January, you're in good shape. Second Monday in January is National Clean Your Desk Day. Now, I don't know if this is true or not. I'm just reading this literature to you.
Uh-huh.
Did you know the typical desk is about 400 times filthier than a toilet seat?
What?
Yeah. That's what it says.
Really?
A typical desk
Yikes.
is about 40 times filthier than a toilet seat.
Okay.
I assume because you clean a toilet more often than you do the desk.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. And really, when you think about that, that's a good thing. Really, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if it was the other way around, ugh.
Yeah. Let's see here. So bust out some Mr. Clean and make that desk a little less of a biohazard today. Think about it.
So does this mean we don't have to clean it again until next year at this time, or what?
I don't. Mine probably hasn't been cleaned for a year. I don't know. I need to do mine as well. You get kind of used to it. And they do say that if your desk is clean and kind of orderly, you actually are more productive at your desk because you're...
I would agree with that.
I think it feels better and you know where things are a little bit more, unless you put it in a drawer and can't find it. This is also National Oysters Rockefeller Day.
Oysters Rockefeller.
It's a dish so rich it had to be named for the richest man at the time. It was invented in 1889. It's baked oysters on the half shell with a thick, creamy sauce and breadcrumbs, all dripping in butter. Now, the exact recipe is still a secret, and while there are lots of imposters out there, the only place you can still get the real Oysters Rockefeller is at Antone's in New Orleans. That is where that's the restaurant that invented the Oysters Rockefeller.
Wow. I must say that's a dish I've never had.
Nor have I. And last but not least, on our topics of the day, and we've talked about this before, this is the college football championship game tonight.
Oh, it is? Oh, I'll have to watch that.
I thought you weren't going to watch it.
I never said that, did I?
Well, you kind of alluded that you weren't interested in the two teams that were playing it.
I'll probably tune it in.
I don't know if I will.
I'm the sports director. I've got to stay up to date with what's happening.
Oh.
No, for some of us, it's just kind of, snuck up. I don't know. It just,
well, let's get
it
some
should
new
be
blood.
it should be a great game. I mean, I think it can definitely be said that the two best teams in college football are playing tonight for the title.
You believe that?
I do believe that.
Okay.
Yes. Whether I'm happy about it or not, but these two teams are really, really good, and it should be a great game.
Okay.
So it's an all SEC final, and some of us out here in this neck of the woods would maybe like to see somebody else represented in there than the SEC, but it is what it is, and it should be I think it should be a great game. It'll be worthy of a national championship, probably.
All right. I don't know.
My opinion.
We'll see. I'm kind of tired of the two teams being there all the time.
I won't make it. I stayed up. I stayed up last night and watched the whole Chargers-Raiders game.
I did not.
That was nuts. I mean, just crazy. I didn't watch any of it and tuned in to see what the score was with about 9 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
And then I couldn't take my eyes off of it. You had two teams battling for a chance to get into the playoffs. The winner automatically got in, but if the two tied, they both got in, and Pittsburgh wouldn't get in.
Right.
Now, you didn't really think too much about it until all of a sudden the game went into overtime.
It could end up in tie.
And it's still tied with like 3 minutes left in overtime. And you're like, oh, my goodness, if this ends in a tie, Pittsburgh's out. And both of these teams are in. And it was just crazy to watch and kind of see the philosophy that the two teams were using. And it was the Raiders ended up kicking a field goal as time expired to win it. So they're in, Pittsburgh's in, Chargers are out of the playoffs.
Yeah,
crazy.
Kind of hate seeing the Chargers out, but I'm glad Pittsburgh's in.
Yes.
It's kind of neat, kind of a swan story there. It looks like we have a guest in the studio, so I'm going to fire up this CD player, see whether she's going to play for us or not.
All right, I bet it does.
upon. At Ritter's, our cattle provide you predictable calving ease, excellent growth, dispositions, and maternal traits, and the all-important carcass traits. Come to Ritter Herefords February 3rd for our bull and heifer sale at the ranch northwest of Callaway. You can bid from the seats or online. Ritter Cattle Work.
This is Chip with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, and we have just been appointed with North Star Insurance Company. North Star is one of the top insurance companies in the Midwest. As an independent agency, it's beneficial to have several companies to choose from to get the best coverage for the best price for you. Both Tim and I have ag experience and would be happy to visit with you about insurance for your farm or ranch or your home, auto, life, and health. We handle it all. Stop by and see us today in Broken Bow or Callaway. Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. Look for the big red sign.
In the morning, you are awakened by the twitter of a little bird.
Now it's Dave and Brent.
I knew there was a reason I got out of bed this morning.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
8:37 is your time, and we do have another guest in the studio, and happy about that. We're going to talk Runza here today with Brian Palmer, who is the manager there. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Happy New Year, guys.
Same to you. Same to you. It's good to have you in the studio. Enjoy having you in. Having to see you. I was picking up some frozen Runzas for my mother the other day, and she's excited to warm those up and give them a try.
Oh, good. Yeah, there's always some in my freezer too. they're a good go-to when you don't feel like cooking or something else. It's a couple-minute process in the microwave oven, and they're as good as anything you're going to get anywhere else.
Maybe while we're talking about that real quick, is it you microwave those, or is putting them in the oven on a slow cook better, or does it matter?
With my patience level, it's a microwave.
There you go.
Preference either way. My girlfriend likes them in the oven. I like them in the microwave. So I get to eat 3 times as fast as she does and go about my day.
2 to her, 1 that way.
That's right.
Yeah, hey, can I ask one of the early questions during our time here?
Please.
Did you survive your first Temperature Tuesday of the year?
I did.
Good.
I did. They were pulling me up by my bootstraps and helping me, but our experienced staff there prepared me well for it, and the staff's amazing. So it was another day, just a little busier than most. So yeah. Ready for the second one tomorrow.
Yeah.
I hope it's cold somewhere. Not here, but somewhere. Hope it's really cold.
Our expected price tomorrow, if you will, because the Temperature Tuesdays did start last week. We were going to talk about that this morning here. The expected price, we get a forecast, which is in pennies. The expected price tomorrow is 12 to 16 cents for an original Runza sandwich with the purchase of a medium fry, medium drink.
Nice.
All right, that's a deal.
Yeah.
And we talked about it with Joyce when she was here last time, and Brent brought it up. That's nothing, 12, 16 cents. But boy, when it gets down to 0, people go crazy.
You are absolutely right. Not that I've experienced that yet, but I have looked at the history with our numbers, and there's just, when it's free, people need it.
Yeah,
whether they want it or not, I don't know. They just need it.
It's free. That's right.
That's right.
So,
but 12 cents? I have to think about that.
Well,
and I'm just like, what? It's 12 cents.
And you just moved, so your couch is probably empty of all of its change. You probably dumped all that out on the way.
Yes,
so
pretty much.
Yeah, maybe by March, when we're done with Temperature Tuesday, you'll have 12 cents round up in the couch.
Right, yeah. I'll just go over to my neighbor's house and see if he has 12 cents he can spare.
We do, because we have one of those bowls that we throw our change in, because I'm one of the, I bet you would wish there were less people like me, but they say it's $12.50, and I just always get out a 20, because then I don't have to count it, and then you have to give change back all the time.
I still have kids at home, so I try to get rid of all my 20s. Yeah. Because as soon as they borrow a little bit of money, it's gone.
It's gone.
So I try to keep a lot more 5s around these days.
Good idea. Good idea. It's all part of the process. But 12 or 16 cents for Runzas and the trimmings is a pretty darn good deal. So that's tomorrow.
Yep. The second Temperature Tuesday is tomorrow. Just to kind of go over those rules. When you have people that look at things that are inexpensive, they try to find a way to make them even less.
Of course.
Which, bless their heart, and good for savers. But a couple things on Temperature Tuesday. You do get the temperature at the coldest runs a location that morning. Again, tomorrow it's projected to be between 12 and 16 degrees. Will be the price that you pay in pennies, in cents, with the purchase of a medium fry and a medium drink. Now, some things that can go along with that. You can substitute your sides. You can upsize your drink, or go to Frings, go to a bowl of soup. Those types of things are eligible for the price of the Runza. So,
okay. All right.
One thing I seen last week is a lot of people asking what other types of Runzas we have. At 12 or 16 cents, it's a good time to try some of those Runzas you might not normally. And, we've got Spicy Jack Runza, Swiss Mushroom Runza, Southwest Runza. I don't want to call it the hidden menu, but we make a lot of different Runzas out there.
Yeah. And I think you're right. It'll be a good time to try something different for that price. We're all kind of, I don't want to use the word rut, because that's not really when you enjoy a particular piece of your menu. It's not really a rut. It's just what you're comfortable with and you like.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. But you really can, there's all those different things to kind of spice up life a little bit. It's not a bad idea to try it once in a while.
No, it's not. I'm trying to learn that.
I am too.
Yeah, it's not going over real well.
But a lot of us, we like one particular piece on the menu and stick to it. But yeah,
and when it comes with consistency, time in, time out, it's hard to. Yeah, I get that side of it too.
But I think you're right. Good time to try it.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. What else you have for us today?
Just wanted to touch base a little bit with our soups are going here.
Mm-hmm.
Seasonal item. They go through March, I believe. I gotta bone up on some of that and know for sure. But soup season, we're in the middle of it right now. We get a lot of phone calls every morning. We can almost answer the call before we pick up the phone. And we have chili and potato bacon soup on every day. And then we rotate back and forth between our cheese soups. So we've got broccoli cheese on Monday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. And then we have the Wisconsin cheese on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday. So, and again, the potato bacon and chili are on every day. Another thing that we do year round, and I don't know a lot of people are familiar with, outside of the Custer County Runza zone, if you will, but we have Wednesdays, we have pigs in a blanket. Mm-hmm. Very popular here. I've had several people come in, and I didn't realize this until just a month or so ago, but I think there's only one other location besides us that offer the pig in a blanket. And those customers maybe eat a Runza somewhere else and come back a little upset that somebody else didn't have it. So just so you know, don't expect that at any of the other Runzas you might visit in your travels. So...
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I know you like those. Again, when I go through, I'm buying that double cheeseburger all the time. But you like those, don't you?
I do. I like it during chili season because you can get the chili cheese pig.
Yeah.
I love them anyway.
I can only imagine how much that ends up on your shirt.
I'm actually, I actually go in, as long as you're prepared, as long as you prep yourself, and you're like, now listen, I'm going to be careful with this.
Yep.
I'm usually pretty good, but I tell you what, if you go in lazy, you can get chili all over the front of your shirt.
You got a snack for later.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, the chili cheese fries get me. I can't. French fries are made to eat with your finger, but then you add the good stuff on. It's a mess. Yeah. It's a train wreck waiting to happen.
But it's worth it, in my opinion. It's good.
Yeah. Well, the worst part about that is sometimes you don't notice it until later.
Someone else notices it for you.
What's that on your shirt? Oh, I don't know. But it's all good. It's all good. So how we doing on help runs? I know it's very competitive out there for good employees.
It is. Our core staff is working extra hard, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate who I'm working with there. It's been a blessing for sure. We're getting the job done. We always like to do it better and do it faster. And so we're always looking for more help. And We'd like to encourage anybody that's looking for any type of job to come visit with us. The flexibility there that Kevin and Joyce have established is amazing and something that will continue for quite a while. We've got our employees are from every different walk too. We've got people that are doing a secondary job. We actually have a couple employees that are helping because they know we need help. And we've got shifts that you want 10 hours a week, you want 15 hours a week, you want 40 hours a week, days, evenings, weekends, you name it. I even told Kevin before, if somebody wanted to work overnight, I can find something for him to do. Yeah.
Set up for the next day.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's plenty of it.
Yeah, I'm sure the prep that you guys do is quite extensive because everything's fresh, right?
Yeah. We're mixing 3 batches of dough this morning, probably do another 2 or 3 this afternoon to prepare for Temperature Tuesday. It gets made and served. So, yeah.
That fresh part's really wonderful. I guess picking up those frozen runses and then having to run into my sister at my mother's, we had this whole conversation about the frozen runses and then the first runza that we remembered in the state, and how people drive from other places to come to where the runzas are located. We just had relatives up from Florida over Christmas, and they went to Runza twice while they were here because they went to your place twice because they wanted to hit it one more time before they went back to Florida.
We've seen that so much over the holidays, more than I would have even imagined with this being my first holiday season. But we get to know the locals here and who comes in and kind of what they want. A lot of people are regular that way, but over the holidays with all the travel through and people coming back home and things like that, you could just see people they're going to get their Runza fix one way or the other. It was a destination of or part of their itinerary, I should say.
Yeah.
So.
I remember before Runza was placed here, and Joyce and Kevin did that, we always stopped in Wahoo on the way home from Omaha to hit the Runza there because that was the one you could hit easy and then come down 92. For years we'd get that, and the Swiss mushroom burger was, my gosh, you could get one of those. We can get those in Custer County all the time now.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you can.
Yeah.
I like that burger.
If you don't mind, and we can go back and recap, but you guys are having a conversation about baseball, and I wouldn't mind hearing a little bit more about that because your son plays for the University of Nebraska in baseball, correct?
He does, yeah. He's a sophomore. He redshirted last year, and so their official practices start today, and him and all of his teammates will be scratching for new pecking order, if you will. The baseball team last year lost a lot of upperclassmen leadership due to graduation and a few getting drafted. It's a pretty exciting time for me this time of year, and getting to know some of them kids and a lot of the parents. There's some buzz happening here in January about baseball with people that love the sport, and they're looking to come back and repeat as Big Ten champions at a minimum. They've got pretty lofty goals for the team. Rob Childress coming back to Nebraska is a huge thing for Nebraska baseball. He's really known as a pitching guy, but at the end of the day, he's a real dude. He's just, the kids love him, respect him. The coaching staff there looks up to him, respects him quite a bit. Exciting times ahead, we hope. Try to like to watch them boys play maybe in June somewhere close to home, maybe.
Omaha.
Maybe
I was going to say right on the edge of the state.
Right over there. Yeah. That'd be.
I think a lot of us would like to make that trip at about that time of the year.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it's the goal every year, but got a bunch of good kids on this team and some hard workers, and their motto last year, getting to know them, was a very, very fitting, which is gritty over pretty.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's Will Bolt's style.
It
isn't
is.
it?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I've always liked baseball players that, before the first pitch, they're already dirty because they got dirty in warm-ups. Yeah.
He played that way.
He did.
Probably coaches that way, too, I'm guessing.
There ain't a lot of options.
Yeah.
Yep. There's not a lot of room for princesses out there. Well, except for the pitchers. I mean,
Well, that was going to be one of my questions, was what you thought the pitching was going to be like, and maybe you don't have as much insight to that as the position players. But
it should be a pretty exciting part of the team this year. Last year we had two of our 3 weekend rotation starters are back. I want to say local kid, but Greater Nebraska. Shea Shanneman he's a stud, and he was a workhorse last year. Had so many quality starts. Chance Roach graduated. I'll tell you about this team a little bit. Chance Roach is from California. He went to Mexico State and came here as a graduate transfer. He's on the team for 1 year. His parents have been to Broken Bow, Nebraska now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, after the season was over, they came and stayed with us for a weekend.
I'll be darned.
Just that's the type of people this team is built around. Family oriented and just down to earth people, even from California. Yeah, they gave me a reason to like California, actually.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice people then. Yeah.
But, no, the pitching staff is looking pretty good. There's a couple of pitchers last year that were actually not local, they were Nebraska boys that were kind of on the shelf all year with injury. Colby Gomez, Kyle Perry, Jake Buns is back. The pitching staff should look, it'll have experience and maturity. Have some older kids on there that have been around.
Mm-hmm.
They're all, I don't want to say Erstad guys, but they were here during that, and gritty over pretty. There's another example. That's a couple coaches in a row that emulate what Nebraska baseball should look like, in my opinion, anyways.
Yeah. And what's your son's first name?
Tyler.
Yep. Okay, we'll be listening.
He's number 17, and I don't know if you ever knew anybody that wore number 17 as a Nebraska baseball player, or Gold Glove winner, the Anaheim Angels, Darren Erstad.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, that was Erstad's number, I think.
Yeah,
he got that number.
I don't know why, but yeah.
Well, that's a good number to have.
Had
yeah.
big shoes to fill.
Yeah, no doubt, but that's got to be inspiring as well. Well, we'll hopefully talk again as the season goes along, but, always if you have a connection, and more and more folks are getting to know you and your family, and it'll be fun to follow baseball with your son. And he plays outfield.
He's an outfielder.
Okay.
He pitched quite a bit in high school, and they had him pitching in fall ball this year. And then he realized that he's not a college caliber pitcher when people started hitting the balls about 400 foot off of him. So he's just going to stick with the outfield.
That's a big step in pitching. That's no doubt about it.
Try to get that bat working. And I have to find out the exact tie, but our pitching coach, Jeff Christie, has some ties to maybe the Myrna area.
Oh, Anselmo Myrna area, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I want to say maybe Dad was born and raised there, something like that.
I think so, yeah.
It's a pretty close tie, more Custer County tie to the Husker baseball program there.
Well, we'll be having some of the games on the radio that, especially the afternoon games where people can't make it to a TV, and I know all the baseball games aren't typically aired on TV. So we do a lot of baseball, so we'll try to get as many games on as we can. It'll be extra interesting.
Well, and if you need to send me with a press pass to any of the away games, that'd be fine. I mean, I can turn my mileage in when I get back, or however that works.
You have to fight this guy over here for that.
I've been.
Well, I need help driving.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. We'll get
you and I can call the game together.
There you go.
What do you say?
Go. Well, I'm going to have to clean up my language a little bit to be on the air for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well,
no, I'm kidding.
Well, as a parent, sometimes it's a little hard to call a game, too.
It might be. So.
Especially any sport, I suppose, but baseball. Well, let's recap back to Runza again. Tomorrow's Temperature Tuesday, and you guys start serving, about 11 o'clock? Is that right?
Doors open at 10:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Yep, 10:30 in the morning. Dining room's open till 9 in the evening. Drive-through till 9:30. We're second week of 8 Temperature Tuesdays. It's January and February. Pigs on Wednesdays, Temperature Tuesdays, packed house every Sunday. Yep.
And if you have gatherings, people can order ahead and get a whole bunch of runs made up ahead or hamburgers ahead if they're having a party somewhere. And you also have the room where people can come in and spend time together in the restaurant as well.
We do, yeah. We've got the little party room there that we can close off for private function, a little birthday party or something. It'll seat about, I think, 16, 18 in there is what we've got. So, yeah.
All right. Did we cover everything?
I think we got everything I need.
Okay. All right. Well, come back and see us again, and we'll come see you.
Will do. Appreciate it. Happy New Year, everybody.
Ryan Palmer, manager of Runza here in Broken Bow. Stop in and see him real soon. They're open 7 days a week.
If you're looking for the full package, look no further. Team Physical Therapy is pleased to be able to offer you not only physical therapy, but now occupational therapy and speech therapy. Call 872-5111. Together, empowering able movement. Team Physical Therapy can help you in all your therapy needs from babies to the older adult. Call 872-5111. We offer one-on-one therapy with the rehab specialist. Call 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
Are prairie dogs wreaking havoc in your pastures? Then get rid of them with Rosol from Aeroseed. Rosol is a restricted use pesticide approved for use on prairie dogs by licensed pesticide applicators between October 1st and March 15th. Rosol is an easy-to-use bait that provides excellent acceptance, has superior weatherability, and proven reliability. To learn more about Rosol, call or stop by Aeroseed in Broken Bow today.
Stay up to date on your bank accounts no matter where your schedule takes you. Sign up for mobile or online banking with Bruning Bank to keep track of your accounts anywhere, anytime. At home, the gym, grocery store, day or night. Deposit checks, transfer between accounts, view transactions, and check balances. Set up bill pay so you never forget to pay a bill ever again. Ready to simplify your life? Download the app or visit bruningbank.com. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow if auto owners make sense for you.
Your friends at Barney Health Mart in Broken Bow invite you to compare and save this January with Health Mart products. 72-count nicotine lozenges are $31.99, and nicotine transdermal system patches, Step 1 or Step 2, 14-count packages are $29.99. And save $8 on any one 72-count Nicorette product with in-store coupon. Barney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Ansley Lumber and Supply is proud to be your full-service lumber yard. From premium lumber and top-quality building materials to paint, tools, and ag supplies. When you drop by Ansley Lumber, their crew is prepared to help you with your project. From the materials for building a house to the accessories and pieces needed to make it a home. Ansley Lumber hopes you stop by to talk to them about your dream project. Ansley Lumber and Supply, Main Street, Ansley, or call 308-935-1815.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. People who live in a New York City high-rise that caught fire, killing 19, are describing the devastation.
When I open my door, I cannot even see nowhere in the hallway to go.
That man allowed back in to retrieve medication today. Officials say a malfunctioning space heater ignited the flames. The latest COVID surge has businesses struggling again. Nathan Walden owns a gift store in Oakland, California.
Last Thursday, we decided to go back to a capacity restriction. People are a little bit more reluctant to come out. They do not want to be in a crowded store.
U.S. and Russian officials have begun strategic talks on cybercrime, arms control, and Ukraine. UN Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg.
I don't think we can expect that these meetings will solve all the issues. What we are hoping for is that we can agree
on the way forward.
Meetings taking place in Geneva. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Isaac Lowenkron.
Black Monday is underway in the NFL, starting with a shocker in Miami. The Dolphins have fired head coach Brian Flores after 3 seasons. 2 teams in the NFC North go in full control, alt-delete. Schefter also reports the Chicago Bears have fired head coach Matt Nagy after 4 seasons, as well as general manager Ryan Pace. Tom Pelissero of NFL Media reports that the Minnesota Vikings have fired head coach Mike Zimmer after 8 seasons, as well as general manager Rick Spielman after 16 seasons. On the field last night, the final game of the regular season went the distance. Raiders and Chargers tied in the dying seconds of overtime. Raiders place kicker Daniel Carlson on the field.
Jackpot, baby!
Brent Musburger the call on KRLV. Raiders go to the playoffs. Chargers go home.
Here's your weatherology forecast. High temperatures climbing up into the lower 50s for today. We'll see a good deal of sun. Then for tonight, mostly clear skies, dropping to a low of 21. Tuesday's high temperatures approaching the mid-50s. That stretch of sunny weather looks to continue. And much the same for your Wednesday, abundant sunshine up to 55 degrees. Thursday's highs approach 60. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Custer Electric and Irrigation, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer, has the offerings you're looking for this winter to prepare for next year. As you know, every season brings new focuses. Here are theirs right now. Specials on driveline conversions, sprinkler packages, and winter maintenance specials to name a few. If you've worked with Custer Electric and Irrigation in the past, you know that they want to get you taken care of the right way at the best price possible. They encourage you to get the work you need done scheduled as soon as possible because prices are rapidly increasing for a lot of supplies. Plus, that schedule book can only get so full. Don't forget licensed electrical work you might need done too on ag, commercial, and residential applications. Ask for a free quote. Custer Electric and Irrigation, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer in Broken Bow, serving the whole area with electrical, agricultural, and commercial services. Call today at 872-7786. Follow them on Facebook or visit custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
9:04, 17 degrees outside, thanks to our guests thus far, but we have one in the studio right now. And I want you to prepare yourself to ask all the questions of this person that you can think of. I really want to do a thorough interview with her.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
All right. It's our job to thoroughly interview
yes.
Guests here on the show. So
okay.
We'll be in for another interview in just a moment.
All right.
In the meantime, we're going to try out that new CD player again and try this one out.
800-711-6818 and we'll rush your order discreetly packaged to your door. Been thinking about trying Viagra or Cialis? Call U.S. Pharmacy at 800-711-6818 for as little as only $119 for 90 pills. Need your package in a hurry? Call 800-711-6818 and ask about our express shipping option, and we'll rush your order to you as soon as possible. Save money on this little blue or yellow pill you've been wanting to try. Again, 800-711-6818 now. That's 800-711-6818.
9:07 is your time. And I just want you to know, I just want you to know off the top, we have no control over the commercials that CBS plays. And I would really like it if they didn't have those kind of commercials during the show about the little blue pills. But you know, what are you going to do?
I wasn't even paying attention.
Good, because you guys were talking about all kinds of other things.
Little blue pills. Well, you know.
You know, there was a
you
time.
Gotta put it out there.
There was a time, Mo, that you couldn't even advertise aspirin.
That's true.
I mean, years ago, you on the radio, you didn't have any advertisers from the medical profession at all, let alone the pharmacy part of it. Now it's just everything.
Well, think about all the women's products that have been being advertised for years.
Well,
not needed.
You know, when you're watching a television show, you can't. You can hardly sit through the commercials now because some of them are uncomfortable.
They're more uncomfortable than the show itself.
Yes.
Right.
Like if it's a murder mystery, you know, and it's all. Never mind.
Yeah. I think we're all getting old. I'm not kidding. Oh, so speaking of commercials, you know, progressive commercials. I love those. When he's trying, the old people,
the parents, right? Try not to be like your parents.
Try not to be like your parents. So I checked into an airport recently, and I hit boarding pass. And a friend was checking into, and she turns around. I've got the boarding passes, and she goes, "Seriously?"
Yeah.
And I go, "I'm a progressive commercial right now."
Yeah.
Hey, I like the boarding passes. I don't care.
Well, I did not on the way home, and then you know your airline, the plane was getting delayed. It was getting delayed. So you're messing around on your phone. Before I know it, I'm like, oh, oops. Well, I better plug in because my phone's going to die, and that's where my boarding pass is.
Yeah, and sometimes you swipe them or whatever, and they don't. It doesn't read them. With a piece of paper, you just hand it, and they look at it. I'm sorry. I know we sound like our parents, but it's okay.
Well, they tried to go paperless with the Husker sporting tickets too, and boy, they got a lot of. You could do both, but they were going to go all electronic, and that did not go over well.
Yeah, change is hard.
Well, I know we went to a couple of high school sporting events when COVID was, you know, really, and they for the programs. You had to, a couple of places, you needed the QR scanner or whatever it's called on your phone to get the program. And it's like, this could be really hard calling the game if I don't have a program in front of me. So
you need to have like an 8-year-old with you.
Kind of.
Yeah, that would do it.
I did get, my girls helped me. And I got the scanner app or whatever on my phone now. So I am prepared.
There you go.
If I have to go that route. But yeah, us older folks, there's just something about having a piece of paper that just makes you feel better.
You're right. Change it's harder every year.
Yeah.
You know, they update your phone, and you just. I mean, I almost have a nervous breakdown now.
Yeah. Can we do it later? Yes. Later.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it now. It might mess everything up. Mo Hunsberger is here, by the way. Ideal Realty LLC is here. Let's just kind of loop in here with technology. And we were talking about it this morning, how much it changes businesses, the way you do things. And in most all cases, I think the technical advances that you've made makes your customers very happy.
Yes. We've, virtual tours.
Yeah.
Those are huge. People really like those, especially because of COVID. And I want to look. It'd be really nice to look through that house first without having to drive to Broken Bow or, I'm in Broken Bow, but I can still look through the house before we make an appointment. So the virtual tours are great. And the fact that we're on multiple websites throughout throughout is their worldwide websites, obviously. So I think we're on about 50 of them. But, Zillow, Trulia, Realtor, and then, of course, our own website. So, yeah, it makes it very nice to look through the houses, like the good old days where you had to make all the appointments and very time-consuming.
One thing I hope I'm not out of line here, but you use that and you can actually walk through the house and see it. And let's go back to the parent thing. I'm okay with that to find the house that I'm interested in and really get inside and look around. Then I'd be the type of person I certainly then want to go see it in person.
Yes.
Because actually photos and video sometimes make things look a little bit better than reality, right?
Yeah, and depending on the angle we have to take with the camera, I have had people, oh, I thought this room was bigger, or wow, this room is way bigger than I thought. Depending on your angle, and you have to see things. And I even tell people it's a big purchase, home. Sometimes for some people it's the most money, their biggest purchase they're ever going to make. I say even look through them twice.
Look it over.
Go look.
So the technology is a great way to start taking a look at something that might interest you.
Right, and you can start writing down questions. Will my couch fit in that living room? You kind of have an idea of it. Then you can have specific questions before you go look. So
all right, switching gears, the market has been different the last couple of years, to say the least. Very, very hot market. Are we hot, medium hot? Where are we at?
Still very, very hot market. I was looking through, you come to your year end. So you're looking at the year end. How did we do? Did we reach our goals and start goal setting? Kirsten and I will sit down and we're going to go through, our marketing this year and our goal setting. I believe, I'm pretty sure it was 8 closings in November and another 5 in December.
Wow.
So
the holiday season even.
Right?
Yeah.
You never have that many closings. It was crazy. But in saying that, if you look at my website, kind of sold everything almost.
Oh.
So we need listings. We definitely, if you're thinking about it, you got through the holidays and now you're thinking, yes, I need to get that house listed. Now's a great time to get a hold of Kirsten and I. We can come in, give you some ideas. February, March are great months to list. You can list in January. I'm not saying don't list now. You can list anytime, but February and March, great times to get it on the market. People are starting to look because spring's right around the corner. They want to get in, so they want to get in the house before school starts. If you think about it, your loans take anywhere from 45, 60 to sometimes 75, 90 days, depending on the type of loan you're getting. FHA, VA, rural development take longer. So if you want to be moving when it's warm, you're starting to look in February, March. So we did get a couple new listings. We still have a couple of listings on our website that some one's actually even reduced. And I've got a couple more that we're working on right now for February, March.
Okay. Well, gosh, I don't know if this will continue, but we're going to have temperatures in the 50s and maybe near 60 this week. Now, normally January you'd be hunkered down and it would be like the weather we had a few days ago. So if you can get a house listed the way this weather pattern's going, people can still get out and take a look and be comfortable and not have to worry about driving too awful much. I mean, that can change tomorrow, but typically this time of year, we're kind of like you said with the holidays. You're kind of getting through the holidays, and then you hunker down in January and February. A good time to list, but also a good time to get them listed and get them out there for people to come look at them, right?
Right. And, it's the beginning of the year, good time to purge. Yeah. So, when you're thinking, I got to list my house, well, less is more. So it's a good time to go through and get rid of those things that you don't need, donate. sometimes throw away. I've had that.
That would be nice. Throw some things away.
Yeah, throw some stuff away. So, that's January's a good time to do that. And again, if you need help, you're stuck inside anyway, paint a couple rooms if you need help with paint colors. I have one listing that's coming up that I think she's going to redo one room, a carpet. One room, one doesn't look like the others. So going to take this time to change out some flooring. So it's a good time to do all that.
Yeah.
And if you need help and you need direction, like I said, that's what Kirsten and I do.
Okay. What about commercial? Anything going on with commercial properties right now?
I still have commercial property on Highway 2. We would really love to get sold to someone who could use it. I've actually even sold my commercial. I sold West Province's plumbing building.
Oh,
that sold this last year. So
that's right.
Yeah, those are even rolling. I mean, everything's selling.
So on the other side, then you're looking for property to list.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking for? Anything and everything, or specific, or what's your thoughts on that?
Oh, we're all over the board. I've got some first-time home buyers. I've got people that would like to get something a little bit bigger. We got people moving into town all the time. So they're looking for, I have a family looking for at least a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and they need some square footage, and it's tight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Smaller homes with a couple bedrooms work nice for some folks. I mean, there's that market as well.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I've got a little 2-bedroom, 1-bath that we just listed. Nice starter home. Maybe if you're looking at investment property, it would be a good investment property home. So that one was just listed at $89,900. And Kirsten just listed a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, really nice, 1,700 square feet. It's been remodeled, very updated, open floor plan, two-car detached garage. So fenced-in backyards. Very, very nice listing for $175,000. So those are our latest.
Okay, and then you're all over the county in each community.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, and those are going quickly too. Yeah. We listed a couple in Sargent, and those are just going real quick. Yeah, it's crazy. Even our smaller communities are a really strong market also.
Yeah, that's what we hear. They're trying to create more housing and maybe refurbish some that they have, and that's good though.
Yes,
it's real good.
We're looking for acreages too. I've got a family looking for an acreage. So if you have one and you're interested, come talk to us. We'll work with you and get that buyer their acreage.
Okay, now we can come back and recap a little bit, but I would like you and Brent to talk about trivia.
Oh. Well,
trivia.
Okay. Well,
I'm the one person that people don't want on their trivia team. Well, unless there is a sports category, then they will let me come along.
Well, at least
that's like it.
That's kind of relevant. I told you mine is entertainment.
Yeah,
like stupid stuff that no one needs to know. Mm-hmm. Who cares?
Now, 80s movies. If there was ever a topic of that, I might be pretty good.
80s music
or 80s or 80s television.
Sure. Yeah. Commercials. I can do commercial marketing. I can do the commercials and stuff.
But if
look at us.
But where would you be doing all this, guys? What?
So, as I was telling you, I'm part of the Broken Bow Optimist, and February 4th, we are going to have a trivia night out at the Paddock Building. We're working on the flyers and everything right now, but you can call me. If you want to set up a team, it's $80 for a table of up to 8. You don't have to have 8, but up to 8 people at a table, $80. It's going to start, I believe, at 7 o'clock. You have to look at that flyer, people, but I think I'm right on that. And the idea is you can just come in. You can bring your own snack foods. You can bring your own drinks, 21 and over, because we're going to say you can bring alcohol, or, obviously you don't have to. You can bring pop and tea and whatever your team wants. So trying to make it very low key, $80. It's going to be a great night. There's only going to be I think Brianna said there's 20 or 22 tables out there at the Paddock Building. So limited number of people. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm very excited for it. It's a Friday night. We're hoping people will get a team and show up.
And when is that again?
February 4th.
February 4th, trivia in the old Paddock Building there. Mm-hmm. And you can have teams of 10. I believe I will
8.
make, I'm sorry, 8. 8.
You're killing me, Dave.
I'm sorry. I kill myself every day, Mo. But I'm thinking the folks who drink the tea, coffee, and pop will probably end up winning.
It's probably a good plan, but
they might be stronger in the later rounds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let's put it that way.
Gotta get my points early.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. And what's the reason for this?
So, Optimist, I kind of sat back and thought about it. The service, we have a lot of organizations, a lot of service organizations, and I thought Optimist, it started by a bunch of men that decided to get together, and they were all businessmen, and it was some networking, but there were kids getting in trouble, actually, is what it was. And it was to get the youth, give them something to do and to stay out of trouble. But in part of it, it's also, just networking and being, I feel our Optimist is kind of a family. We all get along. We have a lot of fun when we get together, and we need more members to do that and to run our programs. I think we're actually doing really well with the amount of people we have. It could be better. So we need more people, and I kind of told the group, you can't always be about always service, always doing something that way. We've got great projects. I said, let's do some fun stuff for ourselves, for the community. Get together and just have some fun. So I'm trying once a quarter. We're trying to do something fun. So last quarter, it was just an Optimist group event, and we did a scavenger hunt. So through town, and that was a lot of fun. And then went out to Kincaiders, and so this quarter it's going to be the trivia night, and who knows on the next quarter. But if you're interested in doing some civic things for our community, Optimist is a great organization to be a part of. We help with youth a lot, but I feel like this trivia night is kind of a civic that it's helping something for the whole community.
Yeah, and you mentioned earlier about a lot of new people moving into town. What a great way to incorporate them in and start making some new friends. And
exactly. Yeah. You'll meet lots of people. And if you have kids, it's a bonus. But one of our members that I enjoyed the most, and he moved away, was Don Davis. And when Don joined Optimist as a retired teacher, he knew all about youth and through the schools and stuff. But Don was retired and joined Optimist, and he was very active in our Youth of the Month. We revamped it, and Don set all that up and did a fantastic job, and we kind of went on a different direction with that, and it's worked out extremely well. So, you don't have to have kids to join Optimist.
Okay. Good to highlight that, because I think a lot of people would think that was the case.
Right. So. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You just have to, you kind of have to like kids, I suppose.
Well, we all like them at certain times.
There's times mine got on my nerves, but I for the most part,
no, we love them. We love them all the time. we like them a little bit at different times. That's the way that goes.
So true.
Yeah. Well, that's a great idea. And did they get a hold of you to get?
Yes, and there'll be flyers out. We're going to have it, in the media. We're going to start blasting that out here. Okay. So Brianna, who's new to town, so people may not know her as well, but all of her information will be on there, and mine, and as you know, everybody has my number, I think, now.
They do, yeah.
It's on a billboard too.
WWWMO, I think it is. Yeah. All right. So let's go back again. Is there anything with Ideal Realty that we didn't talk about that you wanted to mention?
No, I mentioned my new listings and that I need more, and just go idealrealty.com. That's where you find everything.
All right. And the office, of course, is downtown Broken Bow.
Correct.
And I won't take down the memory lane again and talk about
Get some pizza?
Yeah. With cigarette butts in it. Yeah. But thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. And did you have any final questions, Mr. Apperson?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I think you'd be good in that trivia.
Yeah, I think that the radio station needs to get a team. The problem is that the 4th of February is scaring me because I'm guessing I've got a ball game.
That's so. I'm afraid of that.
It's hard to
we'll
in February to avoid a ball game.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, thanks, Mo. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you very much.
Ideal Realty in Broken Bow, Nebraska, serving Central Nebraska.
I've got $2 in the jukebox.
Four packs of Seagram's Escapes for $4.48. Or get 6 packs of Twisted Hard Iced Tea for $7.98. A variety of 6-can packs, including Bud, Bud Light, Coors Light, and Miller Lite, are only $6.48. Get handles of Gilby's Gin for $15.98. Or try a $7.50 of Blue Chair Bay Rum for $16.98. GK Wine and Spirits, inside the grocery cart, Broken Bow.
With the new law, more people qualify for financial assistance at healthcare.gov. Real customers like Taylor.
You know, I wish people knew how easy it was to get health coverage. This new law has made it so affordable. I'm only paying $52 a month, but there are quality plans for even less.
New law, lower prices, more people qualify. Enroll by January 15th at healthcare.gov.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
When it comes to protecting your bottom line, who you have in your corner matters. Like a crop insurance agent backed by a team focused on fast, accurate claim service. An agent there by your side, taking care of details every step of the way. You need an agent who works with RCIS so you can rest easy no matter what comes your way. Talk to your agent about your risk management plan or visit rcis.com. At RCIS, we've got this. RCIS is an equal opportunity provider. Coverage is underwritten by Rural Community Insurance Company.
9:33 is your time. We're going to get the crew in here to sing happy birthday to Jeremy Shipe this morning. That's kind of a tradition that we would like to continue here on the show. Before we do that, though, we want to tell you about some real good jobs at a real good place called Mead Lumber.
Yeah, they've got a couple of opportunities right now looking for a sales associate who would be responsible for various sales duties, including sales support functions, office coordination, and assist with some merchandise deliveries. And they're also looking for someone to fill the job of cabinet designer. You would be responsible for providing kitchen and bath cabinetry design services and sales consultation for contractors, remodelers, and homeowners, looking for a motivated and enthusiastic candidate who will provide exceptional customer service. So to find out more, you can go to sandhillsexpress.com, go to the employment page, and you'll see all of the responsibilities and duties, qualification and requirements, also benefits included with these job opportunities through Mead Lumber.
Mead Lumber, Broken Bow, Nebraska. Brent Apperson, Broken Bow, Nebraska. David J. Burney, Broken Bow, Nebraska. All in the city of Broken Bow and Custer County.
Mm-hmm.
Excited to be here. It's nice being here.
It is, very. It's home.
I just wanted to check in with your mom, Peggy. Peggy is...
My mom? What? Why?
Yeah, I just wanted... Everything all right, Peg? Mom?
She's probably saying no. I haven't called and talked to him in a while. So,
well,
I meant to yesterday, and have you ever had one of those days, it's just lazy day? Have you ever had just where it's not that you intend it to be lazy day, but once you get comfortable, it turns into lazy day. And that's the way it was for me yesterday. I'll just say it. I don't know why, but it was. It was lazy day.
I usually get a headache when I have a
you're
lazy
lazy?
day.
Really?
Yeah, I start getting a headache and I don't start feeling too good. I start getting antsy and nervous and I get a headache.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind taking a nap, but I don't want to lounge around all day. Just makes me feel kind of cruddy. But sometimes you do. Sometimes you just don't ever get to moving.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of one of the. Maybe as you get a little older, you need to go ahead and move around a little bit, or you just kind of stuck to the chair.
But it's pretty pathetic when you're lazy enough to where you don't even want to pick up your phone and call your mom. That's terrible.
Peg,
right? It is. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, but I was just.
I can't even defend it.
Well, don't even try.
I'll try to call him tonight.
Your mom's shaking her head. Yes.
I know. Yeah,
Brent.
she is.
And Peg, do you mind if I call you Peg? Peg? Or Mom? Can I call you Mom? I just wanted kind of a grade from you on, trying to improve our relationship since we've become neighbors. It got a little bit scratchy there for a few days, and I just was wanting your mother's opinion to kind of let us know where we're grading on, getting back to a normal relationship now that we're neighbors and just doing our show without bickering and having, one accuse the other of picking on the other, because I feel like it was a 50-50 deal.
Oh, really? 50-50, huh?
Well, at least.
Yeah,
maybe even 60-40.
We'll let our listeners determine the percentage.
I've done a survey, personal survey with some of my listeners out there, and they would agree that you were probably picking on me more than I was picking on you. But that was my survey, and numbers don't lie. You want to get you want to get some people in here to sing "Happy Birthday" to Jeremy?
Well, yeah, I think we should at least get Jeremy in here.
Yeah, we'll do that. Well, you listen to this. Ricky Skaggs, Highway 40 Blues. Brent, are you over there? We've got to do a mic check.
Oh, check one.
Oh, hold it.
1, 2. Check 1.
You're on 2. Let's try
1, 2.
There we go.
Check 1.
Jeremy,
Hello.
you're on whatever. You're there.
Hello.
Jeff, are you over there?
Check, check, check.
Okay. Shannon?
Check, check, check.
Mike 4?
You're here.
Gavin?
I'm arrived.
All right. Okay, and we don't have mics on Kristen or Emily.
Over here.
But they'll be singing shortly. Brent, before we continue, did you receive word from your mother?
Yes, I did. Mama's texted me. Yes. I can't believe it. First off, she says, "Call me Mom, Dave."
Oh,
what
that's
a lady.
so sweet.
Yeah. I think it's great you are neighbors.
And now we're brothers.
You. Well, you
And then
didn't even know what you were getting yourself into. When you
And then
moved.
she says, "I know you will keep us up with Brent, Dave."
Well, I'll try, Mom. He's not.
And I don't think she's real happy I haven't called in
Well,
a few days. So
Maybe
I'll try to take care of that.
Maybe you could just give
I don't
her
know.
a call later.
I'm really
today.
bothered by this. You can call me Mom, Dave.
Well, I can call your mom, and I can call you, bro.
Mom's fine. Now, if he starts calling her, like, mommy.
Weird.
That's weird.
It has gone too far. It
Yeah.
has gone too far.
I won't go there.
You ever call your teacher mom by accident? You ever do that?
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I assume you have?
No,
I-
no,
oh.
I've witnessed it, but I've done
Gavin has?
Yeah,
Really?
Jackson has.
Oh, really?
Oh.
That's funny.
Yep.
Wow.
He told me he had.
Most of my teachers wouldn't speak to me, so I didn't, I didn't have a lot of conversations with them, but I'm sure you guys did. Did you call that teacher Mom?
I did. Yep. One teacher. She was a motherly type of a teacher, though, so I didn't feel that bad.
Christy, did you call a teacher Mom?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't.
But
Shannon?
I don't think so.
Jeff?
I don't think
You
so.
call anybody Aunt Susie or?
Nope, not that I'm aware of.
Well, it was a little more formal when teachers, because you called them Miss or Mrs. You didn't just call them by their first name, or you got in trouble, right?
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Usually, yeah.
I
Kristen,
think
you went to
Jeff-
school in Berwyn to start with, didn't you, before you came to Broken Bow?
Yes.
That was a small school. Did you have any teachers you might call?
I did it by accident once.
Okay, all right. Hey, somebody's having a birthday today. Pretty big one.
It's not me.
Not me either.
Jump in
I
on
just
that,
had
Gabby?
one a few days ago, but it's not me.
My daughter turned 2 today, so.
Really?
Yeah, so she actually
Really?
is having a birthday today.
Oh, wow.
So we have a
Oh,
birthday.
wow.
2?
Yep, she
Well,
turned
one
2
of them
today.
was actually yesterday.
Yeah, Jeremy's was yesterday.
Oh.
It was yesterday.
So it isn't on the same day.
No, they were close, about
I'm
6
already
minutes
older.
apart.
So Jeremy, how does it feel to be 30?
Well, you know, I will say Friday night had a couple of drinks in celebration of my birthday, and, you know, can't just pop right out of bed the next day like used to. But feels the same. Yeah, it'll feel different in a couple months, I'm sure.
Well, 30's a pretty big milestone, but having a new member of the family will probably be bigger than being 30, I'm guessing.
That's what everyone was kind of telling me. They're like, this isn't the change, but the change will be in a couple of months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Big
Then you're really going to age. Yeah. And then
I'll look like
31
that
will
picture
come
Gavin
around.
put on Facebook. Then you're going to wish you were 25 or something.
Yeah, then 31 will roll around, and you'll be almost a year under being dad, and yeah, it'll all swoop in on you. But we'll be here for you.
Yeah.
Great, yeah.
What was it last week, Brent? Nicolas Cage was on his 5th wife. He's 58, and he's having a child with his 5th wife at age 58.
Yeah, I believe that's what you read, yeah.
So, Jeremy, you have no problems whatsoever. 30 and your first child, you'll be fine.
I'm young.
And I'm pretty sure this is going to be your one and only wife.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Jeez, I hope so. Jeez. We like her.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. So, did you get a present for your birthday besides the company, or
my amazing wife gave me one birthday present every day for 30 days leading up to my birthday.
Oh my gosh!
So I unwrapped 30 presents the last month.
You're kidding, right?
I wish I was, because it was overwhelming. But yeah, I unwrapped 30 presents the last 30 days.
Spoiled.
Well, I hope my wife's listening.
Yeah, really.
My birthay's coming up now.
Hey, honey,
I mean,
remember
we don't have time for 51, but I'll expect 2 a day now before my birthday.
That's a quarter of the year you'd be opening. She's really good at gift giving, and I'm like complete opposite. I'm horrible at gift giving, but like chocolate chip cookies or one with like she doesn't like Pepper Jack's Grill. I love Philly cheesesteaks, and like whenever we're driving through a town that has Pepper Jack's and it's lunchtime, I was like, let's go to Pepper. She gave me a coupon that said good for one trip to Pepper Jack's without any complaining from me and stuff like that. And she told me I have to have the coupon. Like, I can't just say, "Oh, I'll spend it." And she's like, "No, you have to have it." So I'm gonna put it in my wallet so I have it ready at any time.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
that
she's
she
so
would
crafty.
Do that. Yeah,
she's creative like that.
If you had, if she's not, hopefully she's not listening. Maybe.
I know some of her coworkers are.
Okay. Well, I was thinking if you had some gifts maybe that you couldn't use or that you didn't really hit the spot for you, maybe you should give a couple to Brent so he could send his mom something.
She'd like that.
Brent's in the doghouse.
Yeah. Gift from her sons on the breakfast show.
From her from her boys.
From your boys.
Oh, this is getting so weird.
Yeah, weird for you. What about weird for me?
It's real hot in that corner Brent's sitting in.
Gavin, would you take over this rest of the show? I'm overwhelmed having a second mom this morning.
And a brother.
It's a lot to learn on a Monday.
The day after Jeremy's 30th birthday, where he got 30 presents. That's a little mind-bending, isn't it?
How do you... I just can't wrap my head around, how did you handle all of a sudden being called a son so quickly?
Now wait
Having
a minute.
another mother.
Now
That
wait
is
a
crazy.
minute. All the text said was, "Dave can call me mom." That was it.
Well, I'm going to call her and let her know that I love her every once in a while.
Yeah.
I'm sure Brent does that.
You have to step up your game there,
Well,
Brett.
just give her an update on me. That way I don't have to call her.
Hope he's in the doghouse again.
She's going to be texting, who else wants to be my son?
I think your phone might be ringing pretty quick, Brent.
Guess I don't have to worry about a birthday present from my mom coming up.
You're not even one.
Definitely not 30.
Right.
Wow. Continue, Gavin. I'm a little out of sorts.
I don't know what you want me to say.
Play some music from the 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, when in doubt, play 80s music.
That'll make it better.
This is country music day.
Okay,
today.
let's play some Garth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, Christy's all full of
Did you hear
solutions.
Emily?
What about a song from the year Jeremy was born?
1992.
Well, what was at the
92.
top of the charts on January 9th,
I don't-
1992?
Let's Google.
I don't have my phone right. Google
All right,
it.
here.
Jeremy
I'm a
will be
good
31 by the time I Google and find out. I'll let Jeremy.
I left
Google.
mine at
He's
home.
quicker.
I left mine on the desk.
Gavin's talking into
Oh,
his
Gavin's talking to his watch.
Oh my God.
100
Wow.
in 1992.
Black or White by Michael Jackson. Is that what you just said? That's a good song. I like that song.
It is.
Well, there you go.
Tears in Heaven.
Dave looks like he likes it too.
Number one R&B song.
Because it's Country Day.
92
92.
country song.
What year did I Like It, I Love It come out? It's a girl.
It's a year after that, I think.
I feel like it.
I think it was the year before, because my sister was born in '92, and I remember listening
On
to
this
that
day in
song.
country music, we'll look there.
90 or 91.
Well, this will. As long as this is taking, we'll be looking for the song in 1993 because we'll still be looking
there
for
you
it
go.
when Jeremy's 31.
It was back in 1981, but I think I'll Stay Here and Drink by Merle Haggard was at #1 on the country charts. It's like one of my favorite country songs right now.
That's a good one.
Been listening to that a lot
we've got
lately.
that one in
There you
there.
go.
Rather play that than
It's in there.
what Amelia wants me to play, which is Baby Shark. So just listen to Baby Shark on repeat for a while.
Boy, it's getting hot in here, isn't it? Let's see if we can find that. Takes a lot. Sing back home. Go ahead and talk, guys. I mean,
While he's looking for that, someone start us off and sing "Happy Birthday" to this guy.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Emily, you're the leader.
You're the choir
Singing
singer.
leader. No. All right, everybody. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jeremy. Happy birthday to you.
Thanks.
Many
It's
more.
like the worst thing ever. I hate having happy
strange.
birthday,
Oh,
son.
my
Yeah,
God.
I never know what to do. I'll just sit here.
We'll just play this Merle song for you.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Twice, just for good measure.
Yeah, but
all
what's
awkwarded
worse is when you go to one of those restaurants where everybody comes out and sings or does something.
Oh, yeah, you got to
to
sit
you
on
and
the
you don't know what's
saddle or
coming.
whatever else.
Or how bad you look in a Mexican hat.
Yes. You get a
Yeah,
free
sombrero.
dessert.
Yeah,
What the
free
heck? I think it's awesome.
This is for you, Jeremy. Happy birthday.
Could be holding you tonight.